Jambo. I welcome you back to our video lesson so that we may continue with our topic, longitudes and latitudes. Before we go to the next part, I think there is a correction that I need to make that I observed from yesterday's video clip, where I think I said CS is a pole. The truth is CS is an arc. It is S alone because a pole is a point. It is S that is a pole. So CS is not a pole. S is a pole. CS is an arc. All right. So coming back to today's part, locating a place on Earth's surface, the geographic coordinates. The Earth is divided into a grid form, like the usual Cartesian grid. It consists of horizontal circles around the sphere and vertical circles around the same sphere. Looking at this diagram, we have blue ones that are horizontal. The horizontal blue circles are called latitudes, and they run parallel to one another so that they don't meet. There is one that you realize is thicker than the rest, which divides the Earth into a northern hemisphere and a southern hemisphere. A hemisphere is half of a sphere. That one that divides it into two hemispheres is called the equator. You will notice that the equator has the same radius as the radius of the Earth, and therefore it is a great circle. And as we have said in the past, only the middle horizontal circle is a great circle. All the rest parallel to it are small circles. Then, looking at the vertical circles, they all pass through the poles, from North Pole to South Pole and back. We call them longitudes or meridians. But as we just as we have one that divides, we say divides the Earth into a northern and southern hemisphere, we also label one. The one you have seen, it's a bit thicker than the rest. We call it the Greenwich Meridian or the prime meridian. Now, where have I come up again with the word meridian? The word meridian means longitude. So we can also call it the prime longitude. It is a reference longitude which divides the Earth into an eastern hemisphere and a western hemisphere. Now, a combination of many latitudes and many longitudes comes up with a grid which helps us to locate a point. Let me demonstrate on this globe. This is a globe representing the Earth. Now, looking at it closely, this is the one we are calling the middle horizontal circle, and we refer to it as the equator. Now, after the equator, there are many others, latitudes. There are many other latitudes all around, and then also in the southern hemisphere, the same. In a similar way, you see that we have circles from North Pole to South Pole, North Pole to South Pole, and there are many of them. Now, a combination of those latitudes and longitudes, you can see, comes up with a form of a grid, where an intersection of a latitude and a longitude can help us to locate a point by labeling the longitudes and the latitudes. If you may remember, from the Cartesian plane, we have the y-axis and the x-axis. Then we draw a grid just like that. Then we call this 0. So if I may label it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3, -1, -2, -3. If I have a point, say, point A, maybe I also have a point B, maybe I have a point C, maybe I have a point D. It is possible to locate point A by coordinates. The coordinates of A are 2, 3, starting with the X and Y, the X ordinate, then the Y ordinate. So B would be, the Y ordinate is -2, the X ordinate, the X ordinate is -2, and the Y ordinate is 1. Then C would be, X ordinate is 1, Y ordinate is -2. Then D, the X ordinate is -2 and the Y ordinate is -1. So we are able to locate those points by use of coordinates. So even then, that combination of latitudes and longitudes will help us. But before we get to that, we would want to know how then do we label here. Coming back here, we were able to label 1, 2, 3, 4. We were able to label 1, 2, 3, 4. How is the labeling of latitudes and longitudes so that we are able to use it to locate a point? That will be the next part of our video. Thank you.